Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss the modified de Sautis bridge. Basically this bridge is used for the measurement of practical capacitor. Okay, if you check the circuit diagram of de Sautis bridge and the modified de Sautis bridge, you will understand in the de Sautis bridge in the first branch and in as well as in the second branch we had only pure capacitors. Okay, but whether the pure or the ideal capacitors exist in the real life, no. Okay, so that's why this capacitor C1 is a practical capacitor and is having some internal resistance, that is a R1, right? Similarly C2 is a practical capacitor and it is having some internal resistance R2. Okay, so here our task is to find the or derive the expression for C1 and R1. Okay, so before moving towards the actual modified de Sautis bridge, we are going to discuss first what is the dissipation factor or derating factor or D factor of the capacitor and what is the power factor of the capacitor. Okay, so here as we know, suppose if we are having a pure capacitor. Okay, so as in the pure capacitor, suppose if it is connected across the supply and voltage across the capacitor, let us consider it as a V. We have connected. Okay, this is the V, and suppose this voltage is Vc and this current is I. This is for pure capacitor. And suppose we are having a practical capacitor. Practical capacitor. Okay, in the practical capacitor, we are having some resistance of the capacitor, and across it, this is not the external resistor. Be careful. This is the internal resistor. Okay, and here we are having the supply. Okay, let us consider this as a V. This voltage is Vc, this voltage is Vr. Suppose this is R, this is the C, and here we are having current I. Okay, so now if you check in both the cases, here the internal resistance is present, here the internal resistance is absent. Okay, so if you draw the phasor diagram, if suppose this is the phasor for I. Okay, so phasor for Vc, right? Vc is equal to V and it will be lagging to I by angle 90 degree. Okay, so this angle is 90 degree between V and I. Okay, V and I. Next, but whereas in the practical capacitor, if you check, if we draw the phasor for I, suppose this is the phasor for I. Okay, where is the phasor for Vc? Current from the capacitor is I only. Okay, so Vc will be lagging to I by angle 90 degree. What about the VR? VR will be in phase with the I. So this is the phasor for VR. And addition of VR and VC is nothing but V. So phasor for V will be like this. Okay. So phasor for V, it is like this. Okay. So if you check, this is the V, which is equal to phasor addition of VR and VC. Okay. So now if you check, this angle is delta. Angle between V and I, that is nothing but your power factor angle. That is the phi, which is equal to 90 minus delta. 90 minus delta. Okay, now here if you check in both the cases, here delta is 90 degree. Okay, or phi is also 90 degree. Okay, sorry, delta is 0 degree. Okay, and phi is 90 degree in this case. Okay, but whereas here phi is 90 minus delta and here angle between V and VC, that is a delta. Okay, so in this type of capacitor, generally the power factor of capacitor is given with the expression sine delta. Sine of delta. Okay, sine of delta. Next, here next tan delta. We can write tan delta is nothing but the D factor or the dissipation factor. D factor, or it is also known as a dissipating factor. Dissipation factor. Dissipation factor. Or it is also known as a derating factor. I am writing here derating factor. okay, of a capacitor. So can we write tan delta is equal to, if we consider this triangle, okay, right, this angle is 90 degree. If we consider this triangle, tan delta is nothing but, yes, this side, that is a VR divided by VC. We can write it is a VR by VC. VR divided by VC, right? What is the VR? VR is equal to I into R, and VC is equal to I into capacitive reactance XC. XC is nothing but 1 by omega C. Okay, so I get cancelled, and if we replace this XC with 1 by omega C, then we can write it is equal to omega into RC. This is the expression for tan delta. Some of the exams they have asked the questions. Okay, so this is the actually primary discussion. Okay, so the difference between the pure capacitor and here it is the practical capacitor. Now coming towards the main topic, that is the modified D-Sautis bridge. Yes, very simple. The thing is, here we are having a practical capacitors, right? So that's why I added a resistor R1 and here it is R2. Okay, now we are going to vary the capacitor value C2 and R2. Okay, and accordingly we are going to match the deflection of the galvanometer. Okay, now so for the bridge we can write Z1 is equal to R1 plus R1 plus 1 upon j omega C1. Okay, so we can write Z1, I'm writing here, Z1 is equal to R1 plus R1 plus 1 upon j omega C1. Okay, next we can write Z2 is equal to R2 plus R2 plus 1 upon j omega C2. Okay, next Z3 is equal to R3 and Z4 is equal to R4. Okay, also at bridge balance we know Z1 Z4 is equal to Z2 Z3. Okay, at bridge balance, at bridge balance we can write Z1 Z4 is equal to Z2 into Z3. Okay, so it is like R1 plus R1 plus 1 upon j omega C1. Okay, 1 upon j omega C1 into Z4, it is a R4 is equal to Z2 into Z3, that is R2 plus R2 plus 1 upon j omega C2 into R3. Okay, into R3, right? So next, now we need to simplify it. First of all, multiply with the R4 into the bracket, so it is R1 plus R1 into R4 plus R4 upon j omega C1 is equal to R2 plus R2 into R3 plus R3 upon j omega C2. Now if you check, the real terms here are, this is the real term at the left hand side, this is the real term at the right hand side, and this is the imaginary term, here it is the imaginary term. Okay, right? So now we can write equating or separating real and imaginary terms. Real and imaginary terms. So we can write R1 plus R1 into R4. This should be equal to R2 plus R2 into R3. Okay, so from this we can write small r1 directly. Okay, so it is like R1 into R4 plus small r1 into R4 is equal to R2 plus R2 into R3. Right, so therefore small r1 is equal to R2 plus small r2 into R3, right, minus R1 R4 divided by R4. So further we can write it as is equal to R2 plus R2 into R3 divided by R4 minus R1. This is the expression for small r1, right? Next, equating the imaginary terms, we can write r4 upon j omega c1, also r4 upon j omega c1 is equal to r3 upon j omega c2, r3 upon j omega c2. So j omega will get cancelled out. Okay, so from this we can write c1 is equal to c2 into r4 divided by r3. This is the expression for unknown capacitance, right? You're getting the point. And this is the internal resistance of the unknown capacitor, small r1. Okay, so this is about the modified de Sautis bridge. Thank you.